So crop competition down here is really at a premium for us. We need that early establishment and the crop to compete against the weeds, particularly the ryegrass, in the interrow as early as possible and for as long as possible. So we grow compass barley here. We've done that for 2 or 3 years since it was released. That's a prostrate, fast-growing barley variety. It competes very well. Leebrook is another variety, so that's same company that's just been released. We've got 5 hectares or something out in the paddock that will replace compass. That's very competitive as well. We keep our seeding rates up, so we're typically 100 kilos seeding rate, which is quite high. It just means it fills in very quickly, competes very well. So we're on 10 inches now. We probably have been for almost 20 years, I would say. We are looking at switching to 12 inches next year, upgrading the air seeder, and that will go in conjunction with a shielded sprayer system just to target those weeds on the interrow. So 95% of our paddocks are in an east-west orientation, just to shade the interrow against the ryegrass as much as possible. And if you look at the headlands are at 90 degrees, in a square paddock. If you go and walk to a headland row that's north-south, and you look at particularly the middle of the day, the amount of sunlight that's on the ryegrass on the interrow, and then you compare it to the east-west runs, it's light and day, literally. I'm using chaff decks. We're using the EMAR chaff decks, so 6th year this year. It was an Esperance invention. We run a 13.5 metre controlled traffic farming system here with unsown tram lines, so we have a missing tine for each tram line, and that's where our chaff sits on both the wheel marks. The main reason for that is just to avoid throwing ryegrass seeds off the tram line with the tine. And planting them as well. You try to sort of leave it there so they'll rot and compete against each other rather than competing against the crop.